Welcome back again, rum lovers. It's me, Jame here of Ready, Set, Rum. So, you guys all know I live in South Florida, that back in the day was known for the cocaine cowboys, right? So, today we're gonna have a different type of smuggled good, right? I don't do the illicit stuff, but this is equally as rare and important of a commodity as anything else. So, as you know, the US have certain rules that prohibit certain things from certain countries. And today, I have one of those illicit products that are not allowed in the United States. Who wanna guess what it is? Alright guys, enough with the suspense, but before I get into this rum, please subscribe. It's so weird. I have lots of views on my channel. However, when I check on my analytics, it says only 15% of my viewers are subscribed. So if more of you guys subscribe, my subscription rate will go through the roof. I got people who watch every week, they comment every week, but they don't subscribe. Guys, it's free. Just hit that subscribe button. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so here we have it. Havana Club from Cuba, not the Bacardi Havana Club or anything like that. This is the real deal from Cuba. So the US have a trade embargo with Cuba, so in the US you don't really get any Cuban goods, right? But a good friend of mine had to smuggle this over here. No illegal activities took place. Alright, but we have the Havana Club Selección de Maestros. My Spanish is really bad, so please forgive me for all you Spanish speakers out there like Danny, right? I should have got Ladonna on this one to correct my Spanish anytime I mess up. But this is a triple barrel aged rum, hand selected by a member of the Maestros Roneros Guild of Cuba, right? Which is the Masters of Rum. Let's get into it. Let's get into the packaging. Let's get into the information. So first off, packaging is amazing. It looks like wood. The feel of the packaging is similar to wood. The top is gold, the bottom is gold. Now this is a 700 ml bottle. As I said, they don't get this thing in America, so this is a European bottle. But it just looks like it's a barrel, and this nice popping blue label with gold trim everywhere. Havana Club on the front. It's kind of raised, and it's really nice, just really nice on the packaging. It says exceptional rum, triple barrel, aged and finished in hand selected white oak barrels by Maestros Roneros. Alright, so Ron Puro Cubano, pure Cuban rum, and it's in Spanish on this side. So on the back it says El Ron de Cuba. Each year, in an extraordinary collaboration, the Guild of Maestros Roneros of Cuba meets in the legendary cellars of Havana Club. Lifetime of expertise come together as the distinguished Maestro of Rum, or Masters of Rum, from across the island meet to select and combine the finest aged rums for a third stage of natural barrel aging. The result of this unprecedented process is this strictly limited release of richly complex and rewarding rum. Alright, so all that's on the box. I haven't even gotten to the bottle itself as yet. On top it says La Havana Cubana, sorry. That's right there. This is a 45% rum. So let's pop the lid. Alright, let's get into it. And right here we have the actual bottle. Similar label to what's right here. On the top, Havana Cuba. Just really nice, really very thick glass on the bottom. That's like probably like a ½ inch or so, 3/4 of an inch on the bottom of glass. Pretty, nothing special about the bottle itself really, but I think it's really well done on the bottle. On the front, raise La Havana, Cuba on the front right there, and also there's some information. There's a picture of the Masters of Rum from this little attachment. So it kind of gives you a little backstory here about the blending and stuff like that on the label. It says,
it all starts in Cuba's intense subtropical conditions, where the newly distilled rums, the aguardientes, are initially aged in oak barrels, then filtered. The rum is then skillfully blended and aged during a second stage of natural aging for many years, as is considered necessary. Then comes a moment when the maestros, roneros of the whole island meet for the first time in strict confidence to select and combine the finest reserves into a noble blend of blends for the final stage of aging period in white oak barrels selected for their peculiar history and provenance. The rum is left to develop in an aromatic wood before the maestros and roneros meet one more time to make the final selection. By assessing each barrel, they approve only of the finest rums that fit the distinctive character and profile. The extraordinary triple aged barrel is then blended, unadjusted, and its barrel strength powerful yet smooth, 45% ABV. So,
very good little tag right here on the side of the bottle. It's a lot of information, a lot of reading, but really just, all this reading and stuff is just brings up the premium nature of the rum. And this rum is for about 45-50 pounds. So, very, to me, it's very premium for the price. Like the packaging and everything, $45-50. You don't really get that level of packaging a lot of times. But some of the really good prominent rum companies do give you some good packaging at that price point, right? First thing comes to mind is the old metal cans you used to get from Appleton Estate on the 12 year. That was really nice, really premium. They don't do that anymore, and that's the thing, like most people, that's just expense. Even if you buy $100 bottle, all you get is a box, right? I actually bought $100 bottle from a company recently, and they did not send me my box. I don't want to call them out, right? I don't want to sully any names, but I thought this company was good, and they sent me a bottle, an expensive $100 bottle, no box. And the box is like, come on, how could you do that? How could you really do that? But I'm gonna wait and try to sort this out with them before I call any names. But you guys, you owe me a box for my rum. Alright, but we got the packaging, read through all the little backstory they gave right here. I mentioned that Bacardi does the American version, but Bacardi's Bacardi. If I want Havana Club, I want Cuban Havana Club. I don't want American Havana Club. It's not, come on. It's called Havana Club, right? I'm not going for it. Right? I like my Cubans Cuban. I like my rum. Alright. So, let's pop the seal on this one. I've had this for probably over 2 years. It was before COVID I got this bottle. I actually traded it with a cousin of mine, so very happy to get it. I had a bottle that he had wanted that I could get, and he gave me this for it. So let me undress her, and on the cork, just like on the metal, it does say Havana Club as well. I hope my cork doesn't break. It's been sitting untouched for such a long time. It came up, I think it did. Alright guys. Oh, that cup was nice. This is a real cork. Good smell. Oh man. Alright, so it's plastic on top, but a real cork on the bottom. Had a nice popping sound. I should have brought it right up to the camera to pop it, because it's a good sounding pop right there. Alright, so let's get into the tasting. Alright, so nice little pour. Nice amber color. Swirl it around a little bit, see what kind of legs develop. One thing they don't mention the age. Latin American rums, they either say Solera or they don't mention the age at all. So this is just one of those that don't mention the age. I did research on Fat Rum Part, and he said it was called something else before. I gotta follow up and put that down below for you guys, because this is a new branding. Not really new, because he did his review in 2014, so can't be that new of a branding, right? But there was this rum called under a different name. It is pretty thick. The legs are moving really slow down there. Pretty thick, big legs. So this honestly would be at least 12 years in a standard, you know, English standard way of naming rums. This would be at least a 12 year, man. This thing is thick and huge. Like, I haven't seen some big legs like these in a while. I am impressed. I'm definitely impressed, guys. So far on the packaging, on the legs, it just looks like some good quality stuff. All right, let me get into the nosing of this rum. Oh man, so it's nice, it's well balanced. I'm getting some orange, I'm getting some fruit. It's reminding me honestly of Puerto Rican rum, which I think is where the other Havana club is from. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Bacardi is really doing a good job at their American Bacardi, right? But let's get more into this nose. It's light. It's light, but it's just honestly, it's reminding me. You know, it's reminding me kind of like Don Q. It's giving me Don Q Gran Añejo vibes. But a little bit, I don't know. It's really giving me that kind of vibe. Nice fruity, nice orange zest, nice you know, prunes and stuff, but light. It's not like it's not too rich, too overpowering. It's really balanced. Really, it's giving. So for me, when it comes to Latin rums, Puerto Rico is really my favorite. Don Q is really my favorite of that type of rum, and this is giving me a similar note. So maybe this is my new favorite, but let me get into it some more. Time to taste. A bit drying, the palate, a bit bitter fruits, bitter molasses, a little bit hot on the tongue, slight on the throat, but more on my tongue, a lot more bitter than expected, a bit woody, just more bitter notes, which is very different from what I was getting on the nose, but still a little sweet as well. Orange is coming up a bit more, light. A bit, I'm getting a little thinness there. You know, sometimes Latin rums are a bit thin to me. Like Santa Teresa, I think is a bit thin. It's a lot of bitter notes on the end, which kind of gives me similar to Appleton, how Appleton 12, not just any Appleton, but the Appleton 12 has a little bitter note on the end. Give me the same kind of bitter note. The fruit is there, but it's light. That fruit on the nose is very light on the palate. Orange as well, it's pretty light. It's just getting a lot more of that bitter molasses note there. So is this the new top of the ladder for me when it comes to Latin rums? I don't think so. I think for Latin rums I still like the Gran Añejo from Don Q. That I did a review on that, so check the card up above or check in my on my YouTube channel for that. The body is really good. You could see that there's richness in there. 45%. It's a little bit hotter than I expected, even for 45. Still a little bit hot to me. First time opening it, so I just popped it. On the nose is really great. Really love the nose, but on the palate, a little hot, a little sweet, drying, a little woody, not very oaky or overpowering, but there's a lot playing there. Just a little bit that bitter lingering is a lot. You know what? I'm gonna pour a little water on this because I definitely want to give this its best shot, right? You know, we never want to, what I never want to do is poo-poo a rum, right? Which I'm not really poo-pooing on, it's just that that bitter note is a lot to me. And sometimes adding a little bit of water, it opens up. Most times it opens up for the better. That little water there just allows it to do a bit more, right? So swirl the rum a little bit. Let's get into some more tasting. A little bit more of the orange shows up. A few drops of water. A little bit more orange, and then a little bit more wood. A bit more of that tannic flavor comes in. A little grassy note. There's a slight grass note before you get to the bitterness. The bitterness is still there. All in all, very good rum. Lots of body. I don't know how, but that thing, the legs on it, is really well developed. So for me, I always go must try, must buy, must have. For me, this is a must buy. Great body, a little hot. Probably do better with some ice. It's hot on the palate, which is a bit odd, right? Most rums at 45% isn't hot on the palate like this. Just for me, at least, from my experience, right? But definitely a good bodied rum and a pleasant nose, very good nose. But on the palate, a little hot, a bit much on the bitter end, right? The lingering is a lot. So for me, must buy, right? Get a bottle, drink it through, see your experience. Because this is my first time, just popped it, just opened it. So that's my first tasting notes. Over time, I know rums evolve. A lot of times they get a little bit more sweeter, stuff like that. And remember, this is triple age, so they really, I know when you get triple age, I'm thinking it's gonna be very, very woody. It wasn't very woody at all. It just had a bit more bitterness. And I don't know if that's from the white oak on the finishing or what it is, but a bitter note was still in my palate. So if you like that type of drink, you like that type of rum, and honestly, to me, that anytime rums end with that long bitter note or long woody note, I always feel it's more for cigar smokers. I'm not a cigar smoker, but the cigar smokers I've drank with, they always, when they have a rum like this, they always mention to me that, you know, this is something I could smoke a cigar with, right? So cigar smokers, this is recommended, right? For me, it's okay. Pretty good rum. $50, I'll pay for it, right? Sadly, we can't get in the US, so all my UK fans, you guys tell me how much you like this rum. If you find it too much on that bitter note on the end, or if that's just how you like your rum. And you know, for some guys, they'll probably mix this thing with Coke or something. Try to stay away from mixing good quality rums with Coke. But when you only got good quality rums, what else you gonna do, right? This has been a really good rum review. Happy that I started 2022 with this rum, right? Guys, let me know what you want to do next. I'm definitely going to be doing Hamden, the 2019 Great House. I'm probably going to be doing the 2021. And then I'm probably going to be doing the Long Pond. That's just some of the things I'm definitely going to put out soon. I might just make January of 2022, you know, a premium rum month, you know, something where we only do like high-end rums, you know, start the year off right, start the year off on a high note of only premium rum content. Drop a like, you guys subscribe, all you premium rum guys who watch at my channel, who always commenting and never subscribing, hit that subscribe button, right? Hit that subscribe button. Let's get my channel blowing up for 2022, right? All right, guys. And also thank you all for all the people who dropped cash in my cash app last year, close to the end of the year. Really appreciate it. I'm really grateful to you guys. Keep up, supporting the channel. All these rums, I'm paying out of pocket, right? Help a brother out, help me drink more premium rum, and telling you all about it. Ready, Set, Rum, taking you around the world, one rum at a time. Cheers.